Alrighty then, folks, we are back with some more Saga. So we have explored most, if not all, of this dungeon. Now it is time to go do these art stuff. Oh yeah, that's... up there's going back, so I'm pretty sure this is the final part in the dungeon. I remember there being a lot better loot here, but I could be thinking of the next dungeon. They don't really look the same, but I might have got them mixed up in my head. So I remember my brother getting stuck on the next dungeon for a very long time. So I got like really used to how the layout was. Because I'd end up having to help him with like most of the hard battles. Because he didn't use abilities or anything like that. He just fought everything straight and tried to tank it. It generally didn't work out very well. Yeah. Alright, so... if I was using Fin Funnel with Tristan, I'd probably do it right now, but I'm not going to. Because I already got him Repair All. Makes it much, much more useful. Though, I think in the next city we unlock, we can actually start buying TP drinks. So, we might actually start abusing those. I don't remember how much they cost. If they're too expensive, we'll, you know, use them sparingly, but I doubt that's the case. When's anything in this game too expensive? Yeah, I noticed I'd clicked the wrong one on the other one. But it's fine now. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I believe we're gonna get Tristan and Arjarja very soon. Which is a melee suit. And one of the better ones, in fact, from Neo Zeon. But I'll explain it more once we actually get it. Though, if I remember correctly, its shoulder armor is actually kind of shields. So we're gonna have to take off the shoulders if we want to equip like a shield or, you know, any arm-based equipment. But if I remember correctly, it has like the full line of space and like a 10x6 or something ridiculous like that. It's like too skinny to use the best melee weapon in the game, but for the weapon we're gonna have him use at the time, it'll be more than enough. Oh, hey, a Dryzen! So these are a Neo Zeon idea based off of the original Dom from the Principality of Zeon, or from the Principality of Zeon. Basically, these internally are completely different from the Dom, but externally they have the same appearance. They were originally designed to be used with a beam Bardich, I believe it's actually called the Bardich 2, a kind of heat shuriken, and then a beam bazooka. Though the beam bazooka would only come in around unicorn time, so I don't remember if they have that in this game or not. But those would eventually be co-opted by the sleeves, and the sleeves would end up using them quite frequently, but the sleeves modified them so they would look more like their original counterpart to bring morale to its troops. Because at that point, the sleeves are mostly just bandits and whatnot. But hey, Dryzen arms. I don't remember if we get a Dryzen. I think we do, but like you get the option to buy the stuff, and I generally avoid it. The Dryzen arms any good? Okay, yeah, that doesn't really help. Not really. Oh well. They have built-in damage, but the bows are better, so yeah. I think we are going to get enough bow data to get to 100%, or to get to 99. Because you're not supposed to sequence break at that point, and you're supposed to have like 49 bow data, and then you go and get the rest so you can get it, but I kind of avoided that and finished it up. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that guy at the end is one of the ones where you can't damage him with ranged attacks, so Giga Bomber. I knew I was right. Hate those guys. Alright, see, Giga Bomber. Or wait, no. Mega Grenade. Why waste the extra TP? And you only have Bomber, so... yeah. I know earlier in the playthrough I said that we'd probably never be using Quick Shot, but we're actually might start using them because I think Kamikazes become a normal enemy soon. Those are those things that, like, one-shot you for no reason. Yeah, those guys are annoying too. Yeah, so when we get to this Hal fight, I'm pretty sure it's a one-on-one. Oh. Or there's that guy. I forgot about him. He is using a Gundam Ultron, which is the Endless Vaults version of the Nataku, or the upgraded version of the Shenlong Gundam from Gundam Wing. It was eventually used as an opponent to the main character, but eventually Wu Fei joined his side after he realized Oz was crazy. It uses 2 dragons and a beam trident. And by dragons, I mean literally it has dragons built into its arms. It's kind of weird. Dun dun dun! So they're gonna, save the planet by doing the eco-terrorist thing and just killing everyone. That's gonna work out well. Yeah, I bet you guys didn't suspect it, but these people are secretly Zeon as well. Alright, let's see. Counter zone. I probably should have healed before this, to be honest. But oh well. I totally remembered this existed. Yeah. Or you know what? Let me guess. Gatling Punch? Oh, no. Wow, okay. So yeah, that's that ability I don't consider very good. Yeah, that one. Well, actually that's limiter off, so that only boosts one of your stats to full. Gatling Fire. Dude just got shining fingered. Alright, I have a fuse. Bet you weren't expecting him to do shining finger in the Ultron, or you? Wow. Dude does a lot with head Vulcans, holy crap. I'm assuming he's about to Energy Max. Or, General Purpose Med. Or no, that's for... Healing Med, that's what I wanted. Charge, charge. Oh wow, he just normal charged. That's curious. see. Good Gatling Fire, but I'm gonna have you Plasma Lancer. And you're gonna switch to Aeon. Who, just to, you know... So yeah. Limit her off. If we wanted to, we could use it, but just to rub your face in it. Alright then. I was expecting that fight to be a lot more difficult than previously imagined. Apparently he only had about 10,000 HP. But yeah, he's about to run away. That's why we didn't get any credits. Don't worry, he'll be back. I think we kill him in 2 dungeons times? Either that or the Death Scythe pilot, I forget. We kill one of them very soon, and then the other one, like, way later in the story than it should be. They're both, like, massive pricks, but... I mean, one of them's worse than the other, and I can't remember who. Mainly because they refuse to die. That's like the 13th worst sin you can commit. I'm kind of sad now. I'm all out of Pocky. I don't have anything to eat while I play. God damn, that dude's dodgy. Holy crap. Dodged like 3 people in a row. That guy deserves a medal. He's not gonna get one, but he deserves one. Hey, Aeon got system crack. Cool. We're getting close to, like, the point in the game where you just don't get anything from leveling up anymore. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And then, like, you get, like, one more ability at, like 60 or something like that. And none of them are all that worth it. I think Leafon gets charged, though. So, that one's, like, the best of the shitty ones you get. Not really shitty, but, like, the ones you get way too late in the game for them to matter. God damn it. Honestly, they don't really throw status effects at me very much. I might just invest in a couple of mind barriers. Luckily, I don't think fear carries on after battle, so should be good there. Yep, we're good. Yep, save state. I could go through the process, but that takes like a minute and a half sometimes, and I don't want to bother with that. It can't be. That mobile suit. What is it doing here? You remember that one that blew up the orphanage? Yeah, those two are related. This isn't the most common mobile suit ever used. Then again, it is the Kai version because the horn. totally not ridiculously common or anything. I mean, like, there was only, what, 6 Zaku's ever made? They didn't have a throughput of something like 15 per day, or anything weird like that. Yeah, how could you blow up a orphanage that was clearly cooking meth in the basement? You know how much money we made off that meth lab? Tons! That's not just the gross amount of product either. So, I will tell you this now, there's no way you can make a Zaku this powerful. Though, in my imagination at least, this is a Zaku on the outside and like a... maybe like Gundam Wing on the inside. Or like the Sazabi on the inside. Just they got the frame out for a Zaku. And it has a Dober gun, apparently. Which is one of the better weapons in the game, to be honest. Yeah, they just like hollowed out the frame of a Zaku and, you know, filled it with way more powerful stuff than it should have. Oh. Well, damn. I honestly wasn't expecting that, but whatever. So, technique, full repair all. You can have that. Yeah, as long as he can get the hit off. That's all that's important. I could switch them out for, like, say, Trimi and Resner, but I wanted him to get the healing, and I didn't want to accidentally heal Trimi instead. Plasma Lancer, and we'll switch you to Resner. And you can hypercharge. Oh. Okay, it was the weaker one. I was about to say, we might be dead. Let's see, he's gonna full charge. So let's see. Giga Boost. I'm gonna switch you back out for Fritzy Poo, who's in turn going to give himself some drugs and switch you out for Bazoolian. He's also going to give himself some drugs, hopefully. Really? Alright, they're not... Alright, that's good at least. They're not feared anymore. He doesn't have enough to full repair himself, so I guess... You'll do that, you will full repair him, and you'll just charge. Oh, if you're curious what negative force does, basically that reduces all status effects to nothing. So if you're either weakened or improved by something, it negates it. So like, say if you system hacked him, he would go back to being his default state, or if he had debuffed you for whatever reason, it would also send him back to square one. God damn it. I need to stop doing things. They clearly don't work. Alright, so you're gonna use a regen kit on her, and you're going to technique full repair her. Alright, so you're gonna Giga Crush, you're going to full repair yourself, and she's going to full repair you. God damn it, I didn't think of that. Oh, that's called High Funnel? I thought that was called Master Funnel. Alright, so those are the Master Funnels from the Sazabi. Basically, they're the biggest forms of the funnel. That was developed in UC anyway. They weren't... Or, not the biggest, but the most technologically developed. They were okay, but the fin funnels were better. Like, they were kind of over-engineered, you could say. But fin funnels could do things like create a barrier around you that made you immune to most beams. Except for that wasn't really the case, and that would take most of their recharge. But for some reason, that's what everyone believes, so I just end up agreeing with it, I guess. But yeah, that depletes the battery on the funnels pretty badly, and they end up pulling from the main reactor of the mobile suit. So it's only a defense for about 10 minutes. Also, Tristan doesn't get any EXP for that at all. That sucks. Yay. Oh well, it's fine. It is what it is. I mean, that was a pretty goddamn difficult Zaku, to be honest. I mean, I didn't know what you're talking about, but you told me about it early in the story, so I just found a Zaku and painted it black. Dun dun dun! It's that kid who's corrupting Aeon! And the Master Gundam. Along with the Death Scythe and the Ultron. Full shame, child. Full shame. The G system on the moon? You mean like we should be getting a spaceship or something? They were ironically on the moon. So, Machina Sapien, literally machine person. Aeon, you traitor. You knew the whole time. Or it hasn't. Dude. You think she likes you? I got a horrible thing to tell you. See, because she is at least part robot, they can program her mind to think things. I know, shocking, right? Luckily, they leave the mobile suit. That's all we really care about.
Wait! Eon!
Alright, I forgot. This was written by British people and for some reason thought her name was pronounced Eon instead of Aeon. Because there's totally not nay there or anything. But yeah, so from this point on in the game, we never... Well, we can't use Aeon again, so... primarily when I do this, I actually use Aeon as my third character, usually. So this is a big issue for me. But in this game, I kind of ignored her, so it doesn't really matter. What about Vlady? There's no need to worry about him. I find the name Vlady so bad, but whatever. Remember, they're detonating this facility, and Eisengrad is built on top of it. So, guess what's about to happen to Eisengrad? Remember, the largest city out there. Kinda not the time to just be standing here talking, just so you know. And if you're curious, I'm not controlling this. Now I'm controlling it. Yeah, we got a large beam sword. That's kind of cool. Technique, Fritzy Poo. I don't remember if it's any good. Let's see, large beam saber. Large beam sword. 531, 476. So we'll use it at least. I'm assuming it's still considered a sword, so that should be good enough. Apparently we never went down here. That's funny. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. You guys are cool with super long episodes, right? Right? I might end up actually cutting out a lot of the episode anyway. There's a lot of dead space, so... should be fine. Is this the way outside? My bad. My Steam was still turned on. Oops. Come on. There's loot right there. I really don't care about getting Alan back. Okay, the base is blowing up. We really need to talk about this later. Yeah, so we'll never find out what's in that chest. But we don't need it, right? So the facility underneath Eisengrad explodes doesn't affect anything at all. Ever. See, like, if they made Eisengrad a crater and then there was, like, a refugee camp and stuff, that'd be goddamn awesome. No. Still just standing there doing nothing. All day. Watching their farms grow. Eldar Samnia is still a shithole. You know, that should have been burned down by the Neo-Zarth, but for some reason it survived and they just occupied the place. The Sky Pirates still being pirates. I mean, who they're attacking now, we don't really know, but, you know, citizens of Eisengrad, sure, why not? I mean, we could steal some shit from them. You know, for some reason, Trimi and Fritz are hanging out at Port Marley alone. You know, Vargas is sexually harassing Li Fong again. Bazui's just there to cheer. And, ironically enough, Reznor was a major, if you remember. She's now leading the army because we killed the colonel, we killed the general, and we killed the captain. This captain totally isn't under major or anything. Yeah, Reznor's boss now. Don't worry, that's totally not going to be a bad thing. To be fair, Reznor's the only one who actually, starts conquering their neighbors. Really, like they're machine people. So remember earlier on in the playthrough when I said that G-systems could literally create anything? Basically what happens is when you create people with it, you get the Machina Sapiens. Because it doesn't make them true humans, it makes them robots that look like humans. But they can breed and everything with normal humans, weirdly enough. Yep, she still gets emotions and everything, but she's a robot. Apparently they also bleed normally, but that's never mentioned anywhere in the game. Though I did find out something interesting recently. The guy who did the character designs for all the characters released an art book about 1.5 years ago, which had the original concept arts for a lot of these characters. Tristan originally was blue-eyed with brown hair, but they had to make him more protagonist-y. Fritz originally didn't look like a giant penis. He was actually, his armor was green, and he was just kind of a military nerd. But they eventually changed it because, kids game and all. Trimi was supposed to actually be attractive, and wear even less clothes. That was legit a thing. Aeon always looked like Aeon, though she had ears at one point. Gavinger always looked like Gavinger. Bazuli originally had a fox on his head. Yeah, he has a wolf right now. But he originally had a fox, and it was brown. I don't remember if Vargas or I think Reznor also looked exactly the same. And Hal went through a couple of iterations where at least the first one looked like he was Char. But yeah, she just flat out gave us double Zeta data. Because, like, she had it lying around or something. That's what I mentioned earlier in the playthrough. But yeah, that'll be Bazuli's basically forever suit now. There's literally no point in upgrading him. It's the second or third best range weapon, or range suit in the game. There's some debate whether it goes heavy arms wing double Zeta or heavy arms double Zeta wing. But anyway, folks, that'll be that. Like the episode if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. We'll be back for more next week. We'll build the double Zeta, we'll go assault the Dark Alliance base, and we'll start building the spaceship, because we can mostly skip that part. So yeah, it should be fun. Good night, folks.